Somebody put the bathwater on auction. Somebody bid $500 for it.
Oh, that makes me physically ill. And hello
You're
there,
welcome.
everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning. It is the DOUG here, streaming some Mortal Kombat 11. By the way, happy 4th of July to everyone out there in the world. Now, originally, I was supposed to be doing streams all day today, but unfortunately, due to the weather we've had here in Virginia, we actually have had storms off and on most of the day today, so I couldn't even grill outside like I wanted to when I took one of my breaks. I had to cook everything inside the house, so that sucked. Still had a good dinner and all. It's just, you know, when you plan on wanting to grill out and then Mother Nature's like, nope. So yeah. By the way, again, happy 4th of July to everyone. After this one, we'll probably head over to Prototype. Evil Within 1 will probably start this weekend. And then, of course, next Tuesday I can start Dollhouse, the game that my parents are forcing me to let's play. So you can thank my mom and stepdad for that.
I tried your Liberty Brew.
Yes.
It's okay.
I disagree. I think it's the best Mountain Dew flavor they've done in a long time. But then yet again, it makes me think of Pepsi Blue, something that most people don't remember Pepsi Blue. Unless you're like unless you've got to drink it since it came out in the late 90s, early 2000s. Anyway, let's start some Mortal Kombat fun. So yeah, apologize for the my lack of videos today, but did get to watch a video that made me think a bit, but at the same time, I don't think it's the reason why they switched. Monkey Flop, by the way, some of you may know who he is if you are subscribed to him. I don't know if some of you are or not. He pretty much said the reason it could have been because Konami came out and said there was some kind of licensing issue with one of the soccer teams. The only reason I have a hard time buying that personally is because they did the NBA game a few years ago and there was like no licensing issues, so I doubt that. But if that is the reason, that's a terrible reason, because most times the game companies and Sony already know what's going to be the free plus game months in advance because they work out some kind of deal. So yeah, and unfortunately the rumor is it looks like the Heavy Rain Detroit Become Human bundle was supposed to be next month's free game. So that would probably be a little... So, looks like August will be different as well, if that is the case. But what has me a little concerned in general, if that is the case and they switched it, you know, what's going to replace Detroit Become Human Heavy Rain bundle? By the way, I have
pick a color. Green, pink, purple, or yellow.
I'll pick a color in a minute. By the way, guys, in case you don't know, I have Chimera Gaming, aka Fire Ninja, in the chat party, and I also have the myth, the legend, the man from New York City, Mr. 45. What were the colors again?
Green, pink, purple, or yellow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with green, because that's the only color I like out of those four.
Light green or dark green?
Dark.
Souls hold more power than blood.
Shao Kahn hides his best magic from you.
If true, he will die.
So we're gonna get to kill Scarlet again, and Shao Kahn, so it's Shao Kahn.
Can you stop killing her?
I can't help it, that's the one that they make me face off a lot, okay?
I blame you.
Oh, now I get to do it after the big thing's done.
Johnny, you raised a good point.
I don't even hear Johnny.
I'm talking about from earlier. You raised a good point.
What's
So
the point?
You know which one. What should be the last place?
don't follow.
What did you say that I should do for the last one? It's kind of a joke.
Bathwater? Oh wait, Doug, did you, Doug didn't hear it, did he?
What?
Or the eBay?
Oh, I told him.
Yeah, he told me, but I don't really use eBay to begin with. I'm not a big...
No, I saw a tweet about it.
Wasn't for me. Anything I put
Are
out
you
today
sure?
was the storms in the area, and then when I posted up for my champion for WWE SmackDown 1 on PS1. When I got back to season mode. Granted, now that's changed since WrestleMania ended, since I just got done WrestleMania on April 1st, 2001. The only real big
I
difference
wasn't born yet, and neither was Johnny.
Matt Hardy is now the Hardcore Champion.
I'm okay with that.
After he beat Gangrel. And Hardcore Holly lost the European title to Kane.
I feel like Kane, yeah, I think Kane's been European champion before, hasn't he?
No, it's actually one of the few titles he's never won.
No, he's been IC, Hardcore, World Heavyweight, WWE champion, Tag Team champions.
I think the only belts he's never had has been the European title and the
US?
US title.
Or has he? Let's talk about all the Grand Slam champions. You got
shit,
The
I'm
Miz.
gonna have to make sure. Damn it! I'm gonna have to make sure after this I actually give freaking Shao Kahn his shit he can add to his armor crap. 'Cause I'm an idiot.
Yes, you are.
You're not supposed to agree with me. You're supposed to say, no, you're not, Doug. You're the world's smartest man.
That would be a lie.
It's better to lie than not to lie.
I would rather tell you the truth.
Telling the truth is overrated.
No.
And now stop telephoning, bitch. I will say this, I'm gonna really laugh. Well, since it did rain, I don't think there's gonna be a fire in my neighborhood tonight, but the only good thing I can say, because we have not, it's not good to do fireworks if the ground is dead or anything, because it can catch fire and you can kill people. Okay, Luke Kane, come out, stop spamming the teleport, you son of a bitch. Oh, what the fuck? I lose this one because of freaking damn come out teleporting like an asshole. This is why I don't like Kun Lao AI, because he loves the teleport. It's like, oh, you can't catch me, I'm a freaking... I already know teleportation. By the way, 5-inch, have you done the 4th of July towers yet?
Sound like you got interrupted.
I said, did he do the 4th of July towers yet?
I don't think he... Well, they just come out today.
No, they came out Monday.
I haven't seen them on Mortal Kombat, so I guess.
I like the fact I'm streaming, but yet Martha's not freaking watching. Thank you, Mom. Said you didn't want to watch fireworks. You could be watching me, but nope. Martha, it was only delayed if you would have watched the start of it because of the storms we've had today in Virginia. That's the one thing about summertime. There's either you're going to have rolling blackouts because everybody's the hell home, or B, storms are going to pop out of nowhere and just fuck up the day. Better let me catch up on PS1 games and by the way, that Chef Love Shack game, that one's kind of plays like you don't know Jack, but you need like multiple players for it to be actually fun. Because you don't get to face the guy.
That's you?
No, Chef's Love Shack.
Oh. I don't know what game you're talking about. Show up in the middle of the conversation and expecting me to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I didn't know you left. And the fireworks keep going off outside. I'm sure my 3 cats inside are not happy, and I'm sure my outside cats are not enjoying this either. Jackie, stop being a pain in the ass, please. And Jackie breaks his deck.
It's official. You suck. Shao Kahn wins.
I am not responding to that one, Mars. I'm sorry. Retrieving data. Yeah, I could have did better on that tower, but I kind of effed over myself on that one. Alright, so let's go edit Shao Kahn real quick before that tower ends. While I'm still thinking about it. And I actually will probably change Shao Kahn's costume real quick as well. One that is not AA battle. So unfortunately I don't have shoulder charge. I have the other one. You inflict 9 additional damage if you fight. That's AI battle. Oh shit. Both AI battle. Ugh. That one's a little better. Alright, so let's see. We got some new skins we can give him. Oh yeah, we're gonna make him. We're gonna have him be in purple. It's Triple H in purple, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to be scared. No, I was raised with manners, Moth. Something that most of today's generation does not know what manners are anymore. I can say that for this reason, okay? I still hold the door for people. I still say thank you and all that, you know. But I've seen people who will not hold doors for people. I actually had one tell my mom she doesn't need to use a cart because she has a she's missing a leg. But yet though, those young people freaking use it who don't need it. It's like, ah.
I feel like I'm always in manner situations. Like, if someone's like, what's the right distance to hold the door for someone? Like,
I usually hold the door for someone. Doesn't matter when. I usually hold the door, particularly if it's the elderly. Granted, most people don't do that anymore, which is somewhat sad. And it's mostly millennials, I notice, who don't like to hold the door for people. Shotgun doesn't really need any of these, so, but let's see. Increase the damage dealt by chaos attacks. Well, if I have anything for chaos, I will use it. Oh wait, no, we can actually use the physical one. Do we have physical? Yes, we do. So use that. Hey, we have our good buddy, the thing that can recharge our health. That's a good thing. And might as well use that one. Yeah, I know a lot of people's 4th of July got rained out because of the storm. It was storming in Virginia most of the day. There's just now fireworks going off since it stopped raining and the clouds have cleared up.
Teach me your soul magic.
Blood magic is all you can handle.
Again, I'm facing Scarlet. What the F?
Round 1, fight.
I swear, I think the game likes me to kill Scarlet for some reason. This is why you can't handle the soul train, baby.
Fatality. Shao Kahn wins.
By the way, I'm back to 266 subscribers. Hopefully, I can get to 270 before the end of the year, as long as all of my friends share my videos, which I highly doubt. Up next, we take on Jackie Boy. We're still using the physical one, so which one is physical? It's okay, well, let's go with the cracked reptile egg. There's Jax, and there's the mighty Shao Kahn.
Your flunky really ticked me off.
Ermac was to kill you.
As if ripping my arms off would do it.
But technically, ripping somebody's arms off could kill you. I love doing that combo when it works, because it is like so OP.
Don't make me laugh. Round 2, fight.
And I did watch the hot dog eating contest today on ESPN. Congratulations to Mr. Chestnut for once again defending his title and making America proud. actually gonna be that dick? Ah. Good night, Jax.
It's official.
Mom says a hot dog contest is on ESPN. What the fuck? Yeah. It is. It's one of the weird ones ESPN does. It is a eating contest is technically a sport because you do have to train your body to be in it. Believe it or not, because I've actually entered a pizza eating contest once, and I thought I was gonna do well because it's like, oh, I eat pizza all the time, man. This is gonna be easy. Yeah, I was wrong. Because you literally not only eat the food for 10 minutes, but then if you you still might not win, because after the 10 minutes up, there's a 1 minute period where if you throw up, you're automatically disqualified.
And whom will you rally to your standard?
Those who will rejoice in my killing you.
Okay, so Killer Fuss wants to take over Outward. Gotta remember, ESPN also shows the World Series of Poker in the Canadian Football League, which... Mercy. Ow. And off with her head. Which I do watch the World Series of Poker. I'm not gonna lie about that. 'Cause I do love playing poker. And before somebody says poker is not a sport, poker actually is a sport because you not only have to know, you know, the values of stuff, you know what beats what, but you also have to be able to be intelligent enough to actually sometimes bluff and trick your opponents to going all in or checking them to fold when you have a terrible hand. So you actually have to have some psychology. Which, unfortunately, saying that, I highly doubt most people know what psychology is. Oh, look, it's the hippie.
We Elder Gods were right to destroy.
We're about to make Eric Cartman very
Then why
happy.
did Kronika recruit me?
Mother's.
So is video games a sport in that case? Technically, a few years ago I would have said no, but since ESPN does show the E-League stuff on occasions, and they have shown all the 5-on-5 games, like, oh god, what's that one called that everyone likes on PS4? Something Watch. What the fuck is it?
Overwatch.
Thank you, 45, Johnny. Yeah, 40. They show a lot of the Overwatch one. Granted, they usually don't show it except in the mornings or late at night. They even shown drone racing before, which I didn't know that was a sport either. So yes, video games in this case would count because ESPN does show it, and they just had somebody, I think, a few months ago on ESPN the magazine actually be one of the bigger one of the bigger Overwatch players ever, like Ninja something, I think his name is. So yeah, the video games are becoming more and more to the point where, I hate saying this, but there's been, and I think it's stupid if it actually does happen, because I'll just shake my head and be like, why? That video games will eventually be in the Olympics, and I think that's stupid. But then yet again, hey, they're adding breakdancing, which, I'm sorry, that's not dancing. That's just people who couldn't get into wrestling and be like Booker T and R-Truth.
Speaks balance.
Oh, that are people who grew up playing Tekken too much and wanted to be Eddie Gordo. Alright, that was stupid. I should have moved forward. I mean, I know... I actually think last year, ESPN is actually showing the EVO tournament for a little while. And I will say this, if you have DirecTV, you may not have ABC anymore. Because I have DirecTV and ABC is no longer there because the company that owns one of the something lines on Eastern Virginia, they no longer show ABC because they want more money from DirecTV. So isn't that nice? Greedy being greedy again.
Doesn't ABC also own ESPN?
Technically,
TNT?
Disney owns both of those, but it's mostly a local channel that's affected because I still have ESPN. Again, with that being said, if I wake up tomorrow morning to watch Golic and Ringo and I don't see it, I'm going to be very pissed. And I'm not going to miss not seeing Stephen A. Smith, but... And this time I'm not going to go for the mercy.
Also, according to him, Dwayne Haskins is more of a runner.
By the way, I would say a sad thing I heard today. Apparently a Carolinas player, unfortunately his career is over because they had to amputate his arm today.
It's like the Dolphins defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think it was a Dolphins or Panthers player, my mom said. Mom says he has DirecTV, but he barely watches any TV. I know most people don't watch TV as much as they used to. I mean, I still do, but it's mostly just for sports, anime, and my cooking shows. Because remember, people, I do like to cook. Yeah, it was Norton, Dolphins Norton. I don't know why everyone said Panthers player then. Unless he used to be one, I guess, is the only thing I could imagine. This is when we get to the sports section, folks. So if you don't like sports, this might be the part where you want to tune out. Dolphins defensive tackle Kendall Norton has had his arm amputated and remains hospitalized after a car crash in Miami area early Thursday morning. Florida Highway Patrol Lieutenant Alex Ocampo said the Ford F-250 driven by the 22-year-old Norton crashed into a concrete barrier on State Road 836 near Miami. The truck overturned and came to rest on the roof. They did render aid to Norton, who's had severe injuries to his left arm and was transported to Jackson Memorial Hospital. I actually know what that is. With sadness, I can confirm that Norton was in a car accident last night and suffered multiple injuries, including the amputation of his arm, his agent said. We actually continue to pray for him. His medical status is not considered life-threatening. The Sun Sentinel reported that Norton is in critical condition. That's kind of sad because he was just... Because he was picked in last year's draft, if you recall, by the Panthers, and the Dolphins signed him off. That's what it was. Okay. Kind of sucks, though. His career is pretty much over. And I hate saying this, but I have a feeling. I hate saying this. I really do. When he gets out of the hospital, somebody may want to keep an eye on him for suicide watch, and I only say that for this reason, because he went from being a football player, you know, he was going to be making big money, he was going to be on the team, to now the one thing he loved doing is over. So hopefully I wish him a speedy recovery, and I hope all goes well. Officer, speaking of sports, the Hornets will probably be bad or worse than the Knicks this year. 45, what's your opinion on that?
Wait, what?
Mob said the Hornets will be probably bad or worse than the Knicks this year. There's no... No. There's no way in hell.
I wouldn't put it past... I feel like Hornets are going to be top 3 worst in the Eastern Conference. Top 3 worst.
I don't think I could put. I think the Hornets will do surprisingly better than what people are going to give them credit for. And there is no way anybody can be as bad as the Knicks. No freaking way.
I mean, honestly, the Knicks have, if they can actually develop players for once, they do have a decent enough team.
Yeah, but can you name any of their starters?
Dennis Smith Jr.,
and no one knows who
Julius,
he is. No one knows
Julius
who any
Randle.
You get the point I was going to make, right? You didn't have to name them all because no one knows who they are. When Stephen A. Smith even says they're a bunch of bums and no talent that no one's ever heard of, I have to actually agree with him on that. I mean, when Vegas says that the Knicks are going to be so bad that a college basketball team can actually beat them, there's a problem. And I actually think a college team could beat the Knicks. And I dare somebody to fight me on that. I dare anybody to defend the Knicks.
I'm not defending the Knicks. I'm just saying. I mean,
But here's the thing. Before anyone says, you know, how can Johnny know them all? He's a New Yorker, so he's expected to know who they are.
No, I know. I just know a lot more about basketball.
Because I guarantee you, most basketball fans would be like, I don't know who they are. I'll have no mercy. Well, that ended quick. Goodbye. Time to say goodbye to Cabal. By the way, I do want to say once again, happy 4th, ladies and gentlemen, but to me personally, I have the Knicks as the worst team this year. There is no way they're not going to be. If they somehow, and I do mean this, somehow play better than, have a better record than at least one other team, now whoever that team is, will show that they are far more damn worse than the Knicks and should be ashamed of themselves, should have to lose the rights to the basketball team, the owner should be terminated immediately.
I mean, I think the only reason that the Hornets were relevant was because Kemba, who was their next best player. I mean,
you could say that for the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks have a next man up. It's like, I mean, he's got to be the worst owner in the NBA. I can't think of a worse owner than him.
James Dolan, Michael Jordan is pretty bad.
Jordan's bad. Jordan's not the greatest, but I could think of 4 of the worst owners than him.
All right, let's go rank some owners.
The Lakers owner would probably be bad. I mean, yes, I know they got LeBron James, and yes, they got the guy from the Pelicans, but you know they're a train wreck. They're the train wreck you want to watch. Plus, the Clippers are better than them right now, so that says a lot.
Cabal.
That's really saying a lot. The Kings owner definitely would probably be one of the worst ones I've ever seen. God, if he's not terrible. Washington Wizards. They haven't been relevant since they went to having the Wizards name.
Carving you up will keep me warm.
And I say that only because of the fact of you know, I live in Virginia, so they show a lot of the Wizards games. So you could say their owner's pretty bad.
I'll be right back.
You know, I know a lot of people wanted to see Foss naked, but I don't think they meant like that, Cabal. Excuse me, fog in my throat.
Smelled black dragon a mile away.
You got a nose like a bloodhound.
Dude, you've got a BO problem.
Round one, fight.
Do not mess with Cabal. Cabal does not play around.
Round two, fight.
Ow. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do I not have the gas one on this one? I do not. I'm an idiot.
Finish her.
My hook line is... Off with her head.
Fatality.
It's the American dream.
Wins.
I'm surprised Mayhem and Wicked ain't on. Hey, people must love shooting off those fireworks today.
Speed will not save you. That plus hook swords and you're screwed. Try me, Cabal.
Round one, fight.
Damn, Scorpion is playing. Okay, so I gotta just press down, down, down 3 times. Oh! Damn you, Scorpion.
Can't anyone stop me?
Oh look, I made Scorpion into a lovely piece of art. Yay. The bidding starts at $5,000 for that Scorpion artwork, folks.
Negative $20.
Nope. It's gotta be positive. The bidding starts at $500. Because it's Scorpion.
A pizza box.
I don't think you know how bidding works.
2 pizza boxes.
No. Moth says a 501, so Moth has the leading bid.
Hasn't caught up with me yet.
You cannot run for
$501.01.
Okay, now you're being cheap. $501.23. What the heck? It's a Scorpion thing. You guys should be wanting to bid more than that.
fight.
Also, why am I going to be rebuilding every team for a second time? Maybe I want double championships for each team. Go back to Baltimore rebuild.
Now we've completed this tower, so we're gonna get the bonuses.
Fatality. Cabal wins.
Well, I have to make a profit when I sell it on eBay. Oh heck no you don't. This ain't something you can resell on eBay. Alright, so we completed the no crown. But we've also completed the hotel as a whole. Try again. Which gives us a new Cabal skin, a new variation, some kind of consumable Bloody Kurin, and 62,000 gold coins. And the Tower of Time, Tower of Try Again has expired, so let's see what they replace it with real quick. Boom, boom, boom. And it's a Napalm Warheads. Looks like for doing this one, you get Sonya skin, Ring General, gear for Sonya, Lady Killer, and One Punch Blade. I feel like that's a One Punch Man reference. You also get Yellow Jacket as a gear for Sonya, and then you get the Brutality Bullseye. So it looks like we're going to be having fun with Sonya in a minute, but let's go to the crypt and meet our favorite person in the world, the Crypt Keeper. Na 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 na. I don't know who the Crypt Keeper is. Your parents failed you as a child. Moth says, damn it, the fireworks started. Well, if the storm stopped, I can't blame him. If I lived in an area where I could shoot fireworks, I would too, because fireworks are illegal in most parts of Virginia, but people still shoot them off anyway.
Why are people just like blowing stuff up? That's not what the founding fathers would was intending when they fucking wrote the Declaration of Independence.
No, they voted so everyone could throw tea in the river of Boston.
No, that was leading up to the signing of the Declaration. They threw it in there because they wanted to sign a piece of paper.
I like my joke better. Skip fight token. Something I really don't need.
I need a first baseman, and looks like I do. Holy shit.
Ooh, I got the Orb of Drogo's Soul. That's actually a nice consumable to have, actually. Oh, and I got a lockpick. I can unlock 2 things and not have to spend a dime. That's actually a good question, Moth. I had to kind of agree. I don't know. I seriously do not know the answer to that question. Let's see, I want to make sure there's no... you know what, we're going to spend 1,000 gold coins here, just because I can. Here, Shrine of the Silver Monkey. You'll give me something good. You give me a Jack skin. Fuck you. Hey, let's go see if the collector is down in his little man cave. I got the Tears from the Crypt song stuck in my head. I'm happy with that. It's actually a song I like having in my head.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Nationals played an early game today.
Yeah, because there was so many baseball games today.
Yeah, I think Nationals play early because it was 4th of July. They usually show. They usually show.
Games tonight.
They usually show the Nationals because I don't know why. Kind of ironic because it's a team from fucking Canada.
Oh. That's a song we all know because of Lance Storm, the greatest Canadian ever.
Freaking NL. You would just say what division that the freaking NL Central looks like a shit show right now.
Yeah, I've seen the standings for it. There's a lot of shit show for baseball right now, and that's being nice.
I mean, hell, the Reds are 3.5 games behind. They could fucking take the freaking division if they want to. But guess what?
Not gonna happen.
They're not going to. They're just gonna be like, nah, we don't feel like it.
We don't feel like winning. We feel like being a bunch of losers.
And realistically, the freaking Cubs are gonna win at 82 wins.
Probably, yeah. That's a given at this point. So.
the Brewers were finished with 81 wins.
And you're okay with that.
I don't care about them because I'm a Nationals fan. We're somehow doing a lot better than some other teams right now.
Everybody's going better than the Orioles, so that's not a surprise.
I mean, Nationals are back in the wild card hunt, so we're only 5.5 games back for the division rather than the fucking 10 we started out with. We could make it back to the playoffs and lose another gut-wrenching playoff series.
If you think about going to the beach this summer, don't forget to bring a towel. Well, I don't really go to the beach since Virginia Beach is too far away.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Don't forget to bring a towel, children. Oh, you want to stay nice and dry so you don't get wrinkly. That's the one thing today with it being 4th of July. There was like literally nothing on television excluding for like the hot dog eating contest. It's like, you know, it's pretty sad. The only things that air anything new is Let's Make a Deal on the Price is Right. Everything else has been repeats. It's like, you get a repeat, I get a repeat, we all get repeats!
So, speaking of the Reds, they just won against the freaking Brewers. Cubs faced off against Pirates and they won at that.
I do have to agree with what Moff just said. If you don't get the reference to Tally from South Park, Grin, I would say you must not watch South Park, but...
No, I got that reference.
Because I know my mom and stepdad wouldn't get it, but then they don't really watch South Park. So I wouldn't expect them to get it. I think that might be the last chest we get to open. And it had jack crap for us, folks.
Jesus Christ. We got an easy series against the Tigers. Now we have an easy series against the Marlins. Now we get to go up against the Royals.
Oh yeah, you're gonna win that one against the Orioles because we suck.
No, I meant the Royals.
Oh, Kansas City Royals.
We're still winning that. We should at least get 2 wins from that series.
You would think.
Well, the Royals are shit too.
I'm actually in the top 5%. It's a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to continue staying there because I'd like to get it to where I don't have to sweat tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday.
Well, we do play against you, actually.
My Orioles don't play till tomorrow against Toronto in Canada. And the Phillies are losing to the Atlanta Braves 9-4. As a matter of fact, let's just get the baseball scores going right now because of the fact that it is Major League Baseball season. So let's see, the Nationals beat the Mariners 5-2 earlier, the Indians beat the Royals 8-4, Tigers beat the White Sox 11-5, the Reds beat the Bruins 1-0, the Reds beat the Pirates the Cubs beat the Pirates 11-3, the Athletics won 7-2, the Cardinals won 5-4, the Yankees had to win in 10 innings, but they beat the Rays 8-4. I already said the Braves are beating the Phillies in the bottom of the 5th. At the top of the 7th, the Blue Jays losing to the Red Sox 7-6. In the bottom of the 4th, the Angels are having a shootout with the Rangers 2-3. Bottom of the 4th there. And at the top of the 2nd, the Padres are tied with the Dodgers. Zip. And taking a look at the standings real quick. In the American League, the Yankees have a 6.5 game lead over the Rays. In the Central, the Twins are leading that division by 6 games over the Indians. And in the West, Houston has the biggest lead in the American League as they have a 7.5 game lead over the Oakland A's. Over in the National League, the Atlanta Braves are leading over the Nationals in that one by about 6 games. Same with the Phillies as well. In the Central, the Bruins and Chicago Cubs are tied for the best record in that one at 46-42, but the St. Louis Cardinals, the Pirates, and the Reds are all very close behind them. The Central is probably the best one in the National League looking at it because it's the only one you can go, who's going to win it? And then, of course, in the West, looks like the Dodgers will easily win that one right now as they have a 14-game lead over the Colorado Rockies. And the team with the worst record in baseball is, unfortunately, my Orioles at 25-61. The next team after that, it is the Kansas City Royals, and at 29-59. As far as for the wild card standings, because we're about to head into the All-Star game, if I recall, All-Star break, in the American League, the Rays have the first wild card spot as they have a one-game lead over the Indians. Then it's the Indians in the middle for the other one, because there's two wild card teams, right? If I remember, because they had to do a play-in game to get to the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the Indians lead that one, but they only have a one-game lead over the Oakland A's. Oh, in the National League, we have a fuckery of a situation here. Because the Nationals and the Phillies are the top two teams in that, but because of the tie between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs, they are also in the wild card race as well for the National League, followed by Colorado and St. Louis, respectively. In other words, the National League wild card team is just a mess, just messy. It's probably the best way to put it. It's a mess.
I love how freaking Bryce Harper just leaves for Philly. Doesn't do much better than the Nationals would have.
Yeah,
that
is kind of funny. Marv says the only new sports game I have is NBA 2K19 and WWE if you count that. Technically I do because wrestling is a sport, so I think the only new sports game I've actually gotten this year is probably the NBA game that was on sale for $2.99 a few months back. Alright, let's kick Sonya Blade's ass first so we can get this. So I'll probably have to go to the bathroom after this match. Oh, fire rockets. Well, I know what I can do. I'm just going to disable your fire rockets. How do you like that, Sonya? No fire rockets for you. Do you feel proud of that, burp?
Not really, no.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You should feel disgraced and sad for your life.
You're the first Sub-Zero?
That name died with my body.
From what I've seen,
it's
never lived better.
People get this. That's not Sub-Zero. That is Dr. Claw or Star Platinum. Get it right.
Question of the actually, did you ever do a question of the video?
Not yet, but I'm going to right now, actually, since I'm going to go pee, so everyone think about this question while I'll be back.
I want to do the question.
You have a question? You have a question for the video today?
Yep. Who's the biggest surprise right now in the baseball leagues, and who is the biggest disappointment?
Biggest surprise, I would probably have to say the Dodgers. And I don't mean because of how talented they are. I mean the surprise is how big of a lead they have in their division. The worst team or the most disappointing thing so far in baseball is I would like to go with the homer pick and say the but I would have to say overall is probably how Boston and Toronto are letting the Tampa Bay Rays actually look like a good baseball team and are going to be able to get a wild card right now. But I will be back.
I gotta think about this one.
Alright, and don't forget, because I just remembered it while I was in the bathroom, there are 2 big games coming out for me this month. Wolfenstein, which is supposed to be co-op, but I don't care about the co-op part for that. And of course, if you're getting the deluxe edition of Madden, you actually get the game a little early. You actually get it July 30th.
Wow.
Which, guess what I'll be getting at the end of this month. So yes,
okay,
that means...
I do have 2 teams right now.
Alright, I just want to throw this out there that yes, that does mean for people who've watched my channel before, me and Johnny will be doing the Madden thing all over again. Ed Moff does not watch baseball.
I think the biggest surprise to me is Nationals, because they recovered so quickly from being like so far behind from the division race and the wild card race. I think they're being right back in it is. I actually kind of like that a lot, so that's my biggest surprise. My biggest disappointment so far has to be the Red Sox. Going from World Series champions to all the way down to 3rd in the AL East with only a 45 and 41 record. You can say they're good, yes, but they're just not looking great right now. They're probably... You could say they're probably not going to make the playoffs this year.
If
and
that
that's
happens,
shocking
I would
to me.
laugh.
I mean, it's possible because the Indians are doing a little bit better than them, and Athletics are giving them a challenge. Hell, the freaking Rangers are a game above them. The fucking Rangers. I mean, hell, no one's been talking about them. I would consider them my second biggest surprise because somehow they have a fucking winning record.
Oh, yeah, that is true. They do have a winning record. I do gotta agree with that.
I don't know how. Their roster is not the greatest, but speaking of, the Rangers just took a 5-2 lead over the Angels. So, I want to talk about the biggest. I think this is probably the biggest shit show in MLB, the LA Angels.
It wouldn't last a day in Outworld.
Because they don't have a lot of depth. This is just like a one-player team. This is basically the Lakers version 2.0. It's like, and after that player dying, that's a blow to their, that's very sad death, and it's also a blow to their pitching staff. He had some potential. I think he would have been fine in the majors.
Alright, I think I have
Tyler. The pitcher's name was Tyler Skaggs, right?
I think.
Yeah, I remember my Angels rebuild. I'm surprised. It begs up the question: are they going to leave him in the game, or to like respect? Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Or. I feel like they're going to let him still be a player in the player database, but. Probably
he was
just not
actually
being
gonna
a lot
make
of
the
them.
All-Star game too. That's probably what the saddest thing is, because he just had his wedding. He was about to turn 28 this weekend. He was going to be at the All-Star game. And we're not going to probably know what did him in for another few days. That's what until the report comes back. I mean, granted, a lot of us believe since there was no alcohol or drugs, there was no note, he didn't hang himself or anything. A lot of us believe it was probably some kind of real heart condition that killed him. Something that wasn't picked up for doing a physical or something. And I know someone's like, how is that possible? I actually had one of my godfathers actually died in his sleep because of it, because he was healthy as a horse. No diabetes, didn't really smoke, didn't only drunk during the NFL season, and he died in his sleep. So I love that move.
Round 2, fight.
Ow, what the hell is that?
Oh, we're gonna draft a Canadian pitcher. Why the fuck not?
Why would you want to draft a Canadian pitcher?
To the Orioles as the first overall pick.
Why? Why are you trying to do that to my O's?
I'm a sadistic man. Well, he was gonna be the best player regardless. My pitching scouting, apparently. Realistically speaking.
More fireworks going off.
Yep. Oh, you heard that coming from my mic?
No, that was outside. On my mic.
I heard some from my from outside.
I know my that's why I know my cats are probably not in the best of spirits, because they're probably freaking out because of this.
The Shirai Ryu hiring, Scorpion? We're family, not mercenaries. Too bad. I'm not looking for family.
Round 1, fight.
That kind of failed.
Round 2, fight.
Really? Ow. Oh, screw you, Cabal. Don't worry, guys, we're going to get the prototype probably tonight as well. We're going to try to get Pokemon on the prototype stream. Oh, damn, Cabal was playing for keeps on that one, folks.
Final round, fight.
Akito's angry now, by the way, since he, anybody who watches anime knows why I named him that. So let's see, what is the one brutality I've not seen yet? Final hit must come from vampire hell teleport. Holy! Wait, what's so special? Holy crap!
Flawless victory.
That's probably one brutality I think Fire Ninja likes. Just because Scorpion just like cuts you in half. It's like, fuck you. Fire Ninja probably went to eat, I guess, because I haven't heard him in a while. So it's just me and Johnny. Johnny be good. Or Johnny Bravo, depending on how old you are.
Okay, so that Canadian pitcher I got, he was, he's 60 overall with a potential of 93. That's pretty solid. Canadian. Oh.
Sub-Zero.
We'll pick Glacier. Glacier variation of Sub-Zero. And guess what? No rockets again, because I am not dealing with the rockets. You can kiss my ass. Don't forget, if you are subscribed, please remember to hit that little bell icon so you'll get notified of when I do all my streams and everything else. Dancing on the ceiling. It's brother versus brother. It's Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy.
Trading on my name.
A name you forsook long ago.
Not willingly.
Round one, fight.
And he's got a point, because he didn't want to give up that. He was killed in battle, so it ain't like he got to choose to give up that name. It's like backflip.
Round two.
Wicked song? Did you change his name? Yeah, but he changed his name, looks like, to different now. I don't remember him being called Wicked's Gaming.
No, he said he was going to change that name eventually.
No, he was called Wicked Juggalo or something like that.
Yeah. Dancing on the ceiling.
So, do you want me to invite him or?
Yeah, invite him in
Your
here.
soul will never rest.
Sub-Zero wins.
Glacier wins. Glacier finally beat Ernest the Cat Miller, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't understand that reference, don't just don't ask what the reference is, because I don't feel like talking. Alright, now let's have icy conditions. No Glacier. Yes, Glacier. Glacier is one of the best, stupidest gimmicks in wrestling. And now it's Glacier versus Triple H.
Sector was a better grandmaster.
He led through lies and fear.
They are the pillars of order. Round one,
Yeah, that's something like Vince McMahon would say though. Fear and lies are the protocols of war. That or any Los Angeles-owned sports team.
Your teeth chatter.
Yes, it is a dream match. A dream of getting to see live on my stream. Okay, so only the cold shoulder one actually does the... Yeah, you're not hitting me with that hammer, so screw off. Oh, well that sucks. Hopefully Wicked joins the chat party soon. I mean, a snowball with his head.
How nice.
Welcome back, Fine Ninja. We just saw Glacier beat Triple H.
That just makes me want to leave again.
What the fuck? You're not allowed to leave. You're here forever and ever. And hey, look, it's the myth, the legend. It's a Wicked.
It's bad grammar.
Do not correct my speech. Do not correct my speech.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Wicked.
Oh.
It's missing apostrophe. Only commies use bad grammar.
No, only people who live in North or South Dakota.
Yeah,
it won't let me put the apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Then
that
it's
would be my
understandable.
I was like, damn it! It kept telling me I couldn't change it, and I couldn't put the apostrophe. So when I got rid of the apostrophe,
or you know what you could have done? Could have wrote the word apostrophe in between.
Yeah.
Wicked apostrophe S.
Yes.
Hell no, that'd be too much for someone to find out.
Wicked apostrophe S gaming. It would have been perfect. What are you talking about?
I don't know if it'll let me put that long ass name in there.
That would have been the best April Fool's joke. Ready? I'm gonna make it accurate.
Yeah, the fireworks are going off here too, man.
Yeah. It's like, hey,
I'll be setting off my own fireworks.
Let's just shoot fireworks now.
Your blood runs cold.
I'll be setting off my own fireworks.
I'd have a thing that if it involves his children, it involves his brother and sister. Instead of kick the baby, it's gonna be blow up the baby.
One of them so happens to, you know, be connected to a mortar then...
Okay, this is not a Looney Tunes special.
A Looney Tunes special? I don't think you realize how the ending goes. It's not the same. It's clearly not a Looney Tunes special.
Yeah, I was shocked that it let me change it. I was like, you know what? Let me go change my name. And I was like, holy shit!
I don't even know how to do it.
At least Sony is just changing everything in the last few days.
Yeah, Sony.
For better or for worse,
I think I've already explained that.
What?
Sony's been annoying me lately.
Yeah, he keeps. Honestly enough, the only thing I can say about the having to restart everything thanks to that update, I have not had any network errors. I haven't been kicked out of any chat parties. So,
well, that's
yay!
Good.
That's the only good thing that came out of this crap.
Maybe it was a sign that needed to be a little bit of umphed.
Now, since Wicked's in here, we're actually going to discuss this with Wicked. Because me and Wicked discussed this on text messages about the switch that Sony did with Plus. And did you go to Twitter that day?
After.
When they announced it or anything? Or did you just look at the tweet and that was it?
Do what?
Remember how we were discussing, Sony switching the Plus games for this month?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe how many people are actually starting to get on my side right now because of that. Granted, what's that game's company? Kiwami, I think it is, who made it. They sent out a reason, which a lot of people are not buying it. They said there was a licensing issues with one of the teams, and everyone's like, they're not buying it, kind of deal.
Huh.
Yeah, honestly, here's the scary thing, because Monkey Flop brought it to my attention. Next month's game was supposed to be Detroit Become Human Deluxe Edition.
Oh, shit.
So they just moved that one ahead, so no one knows what's going to replace it for August.
That's going to be fun.
Well, here's the funny thing, too, and I actually said it in a few of my streams that you want a part of, and I'm not cutting you a Fire Ninja, because I know you don't like sports games, and neither one of you had Detroit Become Human or Heavy Rain.
I would have played the soccer game regardless.
Yeah, I would have played it too. I told people I was actually going to play it drunk with Wicked or Fire Ninja, at least just goof off with it.
Yeah.
But what I find funny is most of the people who complained about getting the soccer game started complaining about getting Detroit Become Human or Heavy Rain because some of them were like, it's not a video game, it's an interactive movie. It's not a game. And I'm like, people got mad at me for saying I shouldn't be mad that it's a game that I already own, but at least people could say Doug has a reason to be pissed. Because he went from having a game that he didn't own to now 2 games that he already has on his system.
People are going to they're going to complain regardless.
Yeah, they will. I mean, the only reason I was upset, like I told people, if they would have said something Monday or over the weekend that, hey, we have to switch it up due to something, I think that would have been better. Instead of just dropping it on everybody at 8 in the morning Tuesday.
I mean, they might have not got the confirmation from the team or whatever the hell happened until that last second.
Yeah, but still, they still remain quiet though, because that's the only thing. Sony hasn't really said why they did it, which, yeah, I don't think they ever will. Sony, do the right thing and say something.
Hey,
ain't gonna happen.
I beat your record, Doug.
Oh, on the racing game. That game's actually good. That one
dude, I love this game because of the arcade, old school, like cruising USA
that's
shit
what I
from
thought
the
it was
64.
Too, on my stream.
Oh my god, dude!
My only problem with this, it's so bright it hurts my eyes after a while.
Yeah, it is bright. So I was just like, oh my god, I freaking love this shit.
I know some people wanted me to do, let's take a look at Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain. I'm like, why would I want to take a look at a game that I've played over and over again?
Heavy Rain I'm kind of excited for because I have it on the PS3 and I never did finish it. I never did really play it. So I was like, well, shit.
I mean, it is, both of them are fun games if you were to realize it's a lot of button pressing and quick time events, but which I can overlook that. It's got a great story.
Alright, now come on.
Which it does, because there's multiple endings in both of those games.
Is it kind of like, I streamed the damn thing. Until Dawn.
Kind of with its endings to a degree, because there's so many endings you can get. There's like a great ending, there's a decent ending, there's a sad ending, there's a you're a dumbass fucking moron ending, as I like to call it, because everybody gets fucked over but one person.
Okay.
And then there's the you're just a bad human being, as I like to call it, because of the fact of only the villain. There's
Holy shit.
2 of the endings, the villain wins.
Mm.
The other endings, he kind of doesn't win, but he still wins on one of them. to get the best ending, though, you have to like be perfect. It's like if you want the best ending, you better follow a walkthrough. That's because same with Detroit Become Human as well. If no one's picked that up yet, if you want the best ending in that game, you better be following a walkthrough. Which unfortunately, you have to for at least one of the trophies in Detroit Become Human, because you have to have everyone survive at the end of the game. And the only way to do that is by following the walkthrough. Because if one of them dies just once, the trophy's null and void.
Yeah, that's kind of like
Until Dawn,
ain't it?
Yeah, well, one of the trophies was everybody had to survive, which in Detroit Become Human, it's actually kind of difficult because my first playthrough, I made a wrong. I thought I made the choice that was technically right with the conscience of the player. Unfortunately, not the conscience of the storyline, so it kind of fucked everything up. Plus, one of the characters, and I'm not going to say which one, but one of the characters, there's actually a trophy for you had to kill him every time. So it's like there's a lot of replay value on that one. So that I approve of. If you don't own them, both games have great replay value. It's just, to me, I might add Detroit Become Human to the library at least, saying okay, at least I have it digitally, but I did like one person's comment saying, well, if I want the soccer game that bad, I should just go out and buy it. No, my reply was, because I was drunk and pissed, I was drunk and angry a bit. I said, why should I have to buy something when we were told we were going to get it for free? I said, would you want to pay for sex if you got it for free? He was like, no, but that's different. I'm like, how? The woman says the sex is free, and then after she's done, she charges you anyway? It did just make me laugh that there were so many people pissed that people were saying, "Nah, I wish I never complained and just kept the soccer game." It was hilarious. It's like, oh, now you guys want the soccer game after realizing what the 2 free games were. You're a fucking moron. Oh, what's even funnier is some people believe the soccer game might be free in August, but there's one issue with that. Just one tiny issue.
What?
You know it comes out in August, right? It's one of the biggest sports franchises.
I have no clue. I don't pay attention to sports, dude.
John Madden football?
Oh.
Yeah, that comes out in August every year. If they would have put a sports game for free in August, almost every sports and people who play sports games like me, they wouldn't even bother downloading the soccer game or playing it that long because it's like, we got Madden coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, in Johnny's case, because I know he plays Madden, but it'd be like, the new baseball game is just coming out. You know, why would I want to play this free soccer game when I got MLB coming out? Kind of one of those. In Fire Ninja's case, he'd be like, let's see, soccer game or WWE? But it will be nice. I'm hoping next month it's at least 2 games I don't own, so I can actually say, hey, I get to download both games for once. At least the racing game is good. That's my only saving grace for this month.
Yeah, I love this race.
The only thing I hope for in PS Plus is Gran Turismo Sports. So Doug has to play it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, we already know because Wicked, you weren't on last night with us. He wants it to be Gran Turismo Sports. So I have to download it and try it so I can rage because of him. Mayhem wants it to be Grand Theft Auto 5, so I have to rage against everybody. And then somebody was like, oh, I want it to be Minecraft, so Doug actually has to play a Minecraft game that's not from Telltale for the first time. My comment is, how about we just make it fucking Farming Simulator so I can platinum it and show I have no goddamn life.
I almost have Farming Simulator done, it's just,
You've been busy.
That game's fucking time consuming.
Yeah. Let's see.
That game is very time consuming.
Oh, I bet, because I know when we were still all friends with Giant and Vibrator, he actually platinumed the game.
Yeah, I know.
Which, applause to him, I guess, for that.
That blew my mind. Does anybody still talk to him?
No, he hasn't talked to anybody in
He actually talked to freaking V10 Beetle.
Oh shit.
According to him, at least.
He must be really lonely.
Let's see. Mob says, only communists use bad grammar. At least I learned something this stream. People who set off fireworks should be beaten. Until Dawn was lackluster. I actually thought Until Dawn's a great game if you love games that have a story and you actually have to think.
Yeah, Until Dawn was fun.
And the company that made that actually has a game coming out. It's another horror game, but it takes place on a ship.
Oh shit.
So it's kind of like if anyone's ever seen the movie Ghost Ship. I know everyone's probably now like going to Wikipedia like, what is Ghost Ship?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, wicked happy 4th of July to you, my friend.
Yeah, same to you.
I'll make sure to bring all the fireworks for the thing on the 23rd.
Jade knows what passes between you.
Just getting stuff set up so I can be good for this. Alright, that one has... Finding hit must come from back, so alright, that won't be too difficult, because I do love his one.
A warning, Kotal? A reminder.
Mop did say he did it, he said, Until Dawn, the game seemed a bit short for me, but I did enjoy Detroit Become Human. I will say,
yes,
Until Dawn
it was Until Dawn was short.
It is short, but at the same time, you have to replay it so many times to get all the endings and everything. It kind of makes up for it, I guess. Because I know there's like a great ending, there's a decent ending, there's a male's only ending, there's a woman's only ending, and then there's an ending where everybody's dead.
I can't remember which one I streamed.
Oh, I know which one I got on the first one.
I think I made it out with 3 people maybe.
I think on my first one I got the ending to where the one who lost his fucking mind becomes one of those things. And the only one who died on mine was the bitchy woman who looked like she was, okay, the one with black hair. The one everybody thought, may have turned into one of those because she's got scratch. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to shoot the bitch anyway because she's god dang annoying. And the only other one who died was the Ashley, because I'm like, you know what? I had an ex-girlfriend named Ashley once who dressed like you. She cheated on me with a best friend of mine. So you know what? You get to die just on general principle. And that's exactly, if I have streamed that, that's exactly what I'm going to say. You just died because of general principle. I'm sorry. Moff said he had 3 people left at the end of MYN of his. Oh, this should be fun. I will say in some people's defense, because somebody's actually defending me on comment, and I thank him for that in one of the other YouTube videos I watched. He did have a point saying it's kind of odd they made Detroit Become Human free when just 3 weeks ago it was on sale for $8 on the store. That's the one thing I actually had to hear with you. It's not going to make people want to buy games on a sale knowing that there's a chance it could become the free one next 2 weeks later. Sony, if you're listening right now, if you make Ace Attorney free next month, I am going to want to find you and give you a bear hug of death. Because I just bought Ace Attorney a few days ago. One of the game's fine, you just streamed actually.
Not me.
Round 2, fight!
Kick of death. I like playing as Liu Kang Deku. He's That's fine. Wicked, do you watch baseball by any chance?
Nope.
Okay, so he cannot, so Wicked cannot, hey, only me and Jenny were able to answer the question of the video today. And Kato Contis got killed by an arcade cabinet. Yay. Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh, okay. Remember how you said I had to start the prototype Let's Play because of what happened with Batman and Jack 2?
Yeah.
I get the first video done, it came out great. Copyright claim comes in. I'm like, okay, it must be for the music, right? Nope. Activision, the people that made it, did a copyright claim. They're leaving the video up. I'm not getting hit with a strike. I got hit with a claim because I left the opening cutscene, cinematic cutscene in. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me with this shit?
God, the little things.
It's like, wait a minute, I'm streaming your game. I am having fun streaming it. And you're gonna pull this shit. Fuck you. Still gonna play it and finish it though, obviously, because I have no life. And of course, next Tuesday, in case you have not been paying attention to my streams or have not watched the channel in a few days, next Tuesday I get to stream the game that my mom and stepdad are forcing me to Let's Play.
You have Onaga's fire.
I'm not related to the Dragon King.
Sure about that, Liu Kang?
Mortals are always so self-assured.
But yeah, anyway, in case somebody asks why I keep saying that it's the game I'm being forced to Let's Play, as everybody who knows me personally knows, my biggest fear are mannequin and dolls, and there's a game called Dollhouse on PS4, where you're being chased by mannequins and dolls. So guess what my parents decided to order from Best Buy that I'm getting next Tuesday?
What?
Dollhouse. And they told me I have to Let's Play it for them and my YouTube channel because I'm afraid of mannequins and dolls. So, yay. I'd rather watch the Oakland Raiders or the Cleveland. I'd rather go to a Redskin game wearing Dallas Cowboy gear. I'd feel safer. Mom says that would be fun to watch too, Doug. Yeah, it's gonna be fun seeing me freak out over mannequins and dolls trying to murder me. Can I just play Friday the 13th and have Jason chase after me? That'd be better. I won't freak out as much. But at least I can have a woman who be a distraction for me.
Finish her.
Another question of the video since the sports one only me and Johnny can answer. What is your favorite type of cake? For me, it's devil's food cake with chocolate icing.
Fun, Betty.
That's the one with the confetti stuff, the sprinkles on it, right, or whatever?
Yeah, it's inside of it.
Okay, yeah, I like those too. Again, we don't have that one too much because my stepdad hates sprinkles. What about you, 45?
I'm a big fan of marble cake.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a stupid question. What the fuck is marble cake? Is that like made out of marbles that you eat the marbles and?
No, it's chocolate and vanilla like gets mixed.
Oh, okay.
They're called marble cakes.
Okay, so kind of like an Oreo cookie. It's got chocolate and a vanilla shit with it. Oh, cookies and cream. That's the best way I can think of it. Sorry if that doesn't help. Moth, you can answer that question at any time. What's your favorite cake? And what about you, Fire Ninja, if you eat cake?
No, he went to go watch fireworks.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not here.
Well, son of a bitch.
He's like, I hear fireworks. I'm gonna go watch them.
And tell my sister, my annoying sister, to one of them.
Say your prayers,
Moth says a plain chocolate cake with chocolate whipped icing.
then my prayers are answered. Round one, fight!
Patrick Starr died. That was Barack blocked him. Oh, I just got stabbed in this stone head.
It's true, not me.
Round two.
I'm not a big cake fan though, Moth says. Vodka playing for keeps right now. He has nothing to do with his family. He has too much to live for. I'm sorry, Baraka. You get to die. Wicked, do you have DirecTV in your house during kids?
Do what?
Do you have you don't have DirecTV, you have Comcast, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because DirecTV, apparently Channel 8 has been removed because of the people who own Channel 8, aka ABC.
Oh shit.
Yep. Which doesn't ruin
That's
Bob.
what. Yeah, I don't care for cable. I just want internet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my family, I still watch TV from time to time. I know there's Netflix and all that, but they don't really stream sports. So you know I have to have my sports. And that completes the Napalm Warheads objective. So right now, we're at 10 million points. We're in the top 3%, 3.1 to be more specific. So right now, we still have a great chance at getting the Cabal skin. So with that being said, right now, we're going to take a little break from Mortal Kombat. And I'm going to get started up one of the Let's Play videos. So see you in a few minutes, guys.